Hey everybody, this is RD Clutch doing another clutch review. Today we're going to be looking at Petzl's Tika 2 XP. I've had this headlamp for about a month now. And before we get into the specs of this headlight and about the things I like about it and things I don't like about it, I just kind of want to give you some context and some background in terms of why I chose this light and what I was looking for. Basically, I wanted something small and compact. I've had several other headlamps that have felt bulky on my head. That with the battery pack and whatnot, it was too heavy. So I definitely didn't want a battery pack. I wanted something light. Secondly, I wanted a headlamp that had multiple functions. I wanted something that had a high beam, that had a low beam, and also had a red or blue light for night vision. Thirdly, ease of use. I've had several headlamps that were just kind of hard to operate in terms of changing light settings or tilting the angle of the light. So I want something that was easy to use. Did a lot of research on different lights out there, and for Tika XP2, the ones in this range, it was basically this one or the Princeton Quad Tech. And both, they're both quality lights. I think the reason why I chose this one over the Princeton Quad was, one was weight, and two was just the, a couple other features I'll get into later about this specific light. But to compare and contrast, here's another headlamp that I had. I've had this for about a year. Pretty bulky. It's a hard plastic. It takes 3 AAA batteries that kind of screw in here. But if you compare this to the Petzl Tika 2, you can see that the Tika 2 is a lot smaller. It's more compact. And it probably weighs about an ounce. I would say an ounce less than this green monster here. Okay, so let's talk about this headlamp a little bit. It has 2 light settings. On high, it's at 60 lumens, and on low, it is at 17 lumens. 17 lumens, it's advertised as being good enough to walk around a campsite. I haven't taken this camping yet, so I'm not quite sure about that. But I have worn it to walk the dog, and 17 lumens is plenty right for that. It has multiple settings. First setting is on high. You press it one more time, it gets you to the low setting. Press it a third time, it'll go to the typical strobe or flash. If you press down hard for 2 seconds, it'll activate the red LED, and another 2 seconds and it'll flash the red LED. It also has here battery indicator for when you're low on battery, which I think is pretty cool. Look and design, this is a soft plastic. It's see-through, which I think is pretty neat. I kind of like that. That's pretty cool. It also has a diffuser, which is this thing. So basically, normally the light is a spotlight, and with the diffuser, just gives you a wider angle. I definitely like this feature in this lamp. I think the diffuser is pretty cool, and it's very easy to activate. You just kind of push it up and down. In terms of angle, if I switch it this way, you can tilt the angle by doing this. So basically, if you're wearing it, you can tilt it down to about 45 degrees, which I think is pretty sufficient. Here's the button that changes the settings. That was definitely a big plus for me, was that the button on this headlamp was really easy to locate and easy to use. It wasn't complicated. It's much larger than some of the other buttons that you might see out there. If you take a look at this one again, the button here is really small. It's on the side. This one's just right on top. And let's talk about the strap. Plastic, pretty stretchy. It's thick. It's nice thickness to it, and it feels soft. It's soft on the head. Feels comfortable to wear. It doesn't have like a foamy insert or something here for extra support, which I kind of wish it did, but that's okay. One cool feature that has nothing to do with the actual functionality of a headlamp in terms of giving light is this. It's a whistle. So that was pretty cool. I haven't actually seen that before in a headlamp. I thought that was pretty neat. It's not a very high-pitched whistle, but you know what? That's pretty cool. Added function for no extra real cost. I kind of like that. That was pretty neat. Okay, so this is not waterproof. It's water resistant. It's not waterproof. I would say that's one criticism I have about this headlamp. If you notice here, there's spacing in between this back piece and this clear plastic. I'm not quite sure how well you can see that, but I think, you know, it would have been too hard for them to kind of just cover that up with some rubber insert or something and seal that up. I think that would have been a small thing they could have done to improve this headlamp and make it waterproof. Alright, so let's do a quick light test of the Petzl Tika XB2. I'm gonna focus on the spot function and the diffuser function. So here's the light at 60 lumens on a spot. You can see on spot, you can see the yellow, a little bit of the purple. If I put on the diffuser, now you get a much wider range. So that's 60 lumens with the diffuser, 60 lumens with just the spot. There's 17 lumens. So here is where you access the battery. Just kind of tilt this out, and you place it here, and you pull it out. It takes 3 AAA batteries. It's fairly easy to open and close. Snap it in place, and put it open. And there you go. I think you can also use lithium batteries with this. I think that's what it says on the packaging. But total weight with batteries, 3.1 ounces. Would I recommend this light? Yes, definitely would recommend it. You know, did a lot of research. I bought it. I think it's a good quality light. I'm a little concerned about some of the plastic. You know, plastic is good for lightweight, but over time, you know, some of these pieces may be prone to breaking. Even with this diffuser, you know, it's with a spring, so you can imagine heavy use might become dislodged. But other than that, I think it's a great light and definitely recommend it. Alright, it's Artie Clutch for Clutch Reviews. Thanks a lot.